Excellencies, President, Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister, Honorable Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Madam Executive Secretary, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. President, U Tien Sen, allow me at the onset to express my very sincere congratulations to Your Excellency on this special presentation in recognition of Your Excellency, vision and leadership. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for me to be here at this important gathering and representing my Prime Minister, Yingluck Shinawatra, who is now on her special visit to Mongolia. On behalf of the Royal Thai government and the people of the Kingdom of Thailand, I would like to extend my very warm welcome and wish you a pleasant stay in Thailand. For this session, the 69th session of the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific is particularly an important one. It is the first Commission session to follow the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development. At the Rio +20 summit, the global community renewed its commitment to sustainable development and to ensure the promotion of economically, socially, and environmentally sustainable future for the planet and for present and future generations. It also acknowledged poverty eradication as the greatest global challenge confronting the world today and as an indispensable requirement for sustainable development. The challenges we face today are becoming more integrated and interconnected than ever. Factors such as the advancement of technology and the scope of modern economics web have brought the individual of the world much closer to one another. Enhanced connectivity is certainly most welcome, as it provides immense opportunities and facilitates all-inclusive development. Unfortunately, we must also accept that this interconnectedness has also brought along one of the biggest challenges of the present era. Adversity such as natural disaster and economic crisis are also rising. This wave of connectivities and interdependence allowing their impact to proliferate more rapidly and at a greater and unprecedented scale. Regarded as the world's most disaster-prone region, Asia and the Pacific region has been severely and relentlessly pounded to recent years by a series of shocks. Natural disasters such as earthquakes, tsunami, cyclone, floods, drought, and their consequent enormous human losses and economic damage, compounded by other volatilities such as the 2008 economic and financial crisis, soaring food and energy prices have demonstrated the critical need for the region to adopt new systematic thinking and to seek innovative solutions to timely and effectively confront this challenge in a holistic and hands-on manner. With the rise of uncertainty in the Asia-Pacific region, the theme of the 69th Commission session, namely building resilience to natural disaster and major economic crisis could not come at a better time. In order to withstand, adapt to, and recover from natural and non-man-made calamity, the concept of resilience needs to be comprehensively and systematically embedded into development strategy at all levels: local, national, regional, and global. Building resilience to natural disaster and major economic crisis call for a new paradigm of thinking. The traditional approach of taking on each calamity individually is no longer adequate. In dealing with the multiple and overlapping shock, the demand more comprehensive, systematic, and multi-layer approaches to forming resilience. Community and government must adopt this new paradigm with the sense of urgency in order to withstand, adapt to, and recover from calamity that are no longer a distant possibility, but a current reality. It is imperative that this new paradigm will be taken further in the deliberation of the post-2015 development agenda. As many of you are aware, Thailand was not without a disaster of its own. Thailand flood crisis 2 years ago caused several damage to our economy and society. In comparison to natural disasters around the globe, this mega flood was perhaps ranked the fourth since 2005. For Thailand, this flood crisis provides an important opportunity to re-evaluate and thus introduce a holistic and integrated approach to water management and flood prevention. This includes the establishment of a much-needed single command authority, which is under my responsibility, to coordinate all water management works, which is capable of making prompt decisions while monitoring day-to-day situation during time of crisis. Moreover, Thailand has designed 350 million baht, or equivalent to 11.5 billion US dollar, to invest in a well-integrated water management infrastructure and flood prevention system to prevent future flood. And this scheme will starting this coming Friday. On this note, Thailand will be host the second Asia-Pacific Water Summit during 19 to 20 May 2013 in the city of Chiang Mai. At this summit, leaders of the Asia-Pacific region will come together to share views and foster cooperation under the theme Water Security and Water-related Disaster Challenges, Leadership and Commitment. I understand that many of you in this meeting will be able to attend this meeting in Chiang Mai 3 weeks from now. Ladies and gentlemen, Thailand has been actively supporting regional cooperation on disaster management. In 2005, Thailand contributed $10 million to establish the ESCAP multi-donor trust fund for tsunami, disaster, and climate preparedness in the Indian Ocean and Southeast Asia countries. The trust fund has strengthened regional capacity and resilience and promote South-South and triangular cooperation for multi-hazard risk reduction and related climate change adaptation measures. It is important that the trust fund continue to be supported to ensure that it effectively contributes to the goal of ESCAP to achieve inclusive resilience and sustainable development in the Asia and the Pacific. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, In our view, building resilience in the Asia and the Pacific requires the support of regional groupings, such as the Association of Southeast Asia Nations and other regional organizations, as they provide building blocks for the broader strengthening of the resilient agenda. Moreover, it is imperative that the Asia-Pacific region transmit a strong regional voice to integrate disaster risk reduction into the post-2015 development agenda. Another significant prerequisite for the resilience is economic growth, which can be achieved through economic integration and regional connectivities. Thailand strongly believes that creating regional linkage and integration can play a crucial role in the promoting sustained economic growth that will be on a solid base for us to enhance resilience and preparedness against unforeseen crises. With this mindset, the Thai Parliament has just approved an act to invest 2.2 billion baht, or approximately 66.7 billion US dollars, in transportation and logistic projects in the country. These include high-speed trains, a dual train track development, as well as better road network linking Greater Mekong sub-region and ASEAN Economic Corridor, seaport, and border facility. These investments are made to ensure Thailand's competitiveness, which is one of our 4 pillars of our long-term national strategy. The remaining 3 strategies are: first, building the country growth to be more inclusive; secondly, restructuring the economy and society to become more green; and third, improving our internal process to ensure a more balanced, resilient, and sustainable growth in the long run. Moreover, this investment will consolidate Thailand's role as the region connectivities and logistic hub, supplementing the ASEAN Master Plan on connectivity and the ESCAP Asian Highway and the Trans-Asian Railway. Excellency, distinguished delegates, the interconnectedness of the present era present vast opportunities and should be embraced and further enhanced, particularly for inclusive sustainable development and building resilience in the Asia-Pacific region. However, the challenge lies in how we must deal with other sides of the same coin, which has made us more susceptible to the natural disaster and economic crisis. The challenges we face demand that we see the world and its problem in a new light, and more importantly, that we continue to take action. I am therefore especially pleased to be here today among all of you in a venue that has been the place for deliberation and action for over the past 64 years. I hope that member states of Asia and the Pacific will continue this tradition and spirit of cooperation to safeguard our past effort and development gain, so that there will be no longer be lost due to natural disaster and economic crisis, and to ensure sustainable growth, prosperity, and stability of our region in the interest of all. Lastly, I would like to take this opportunity to express 2 things. Thailand is resolute in fulfilling and strengthening her roles as a responsible and constructive member of the global community. These aspirations are reflected in Thailand's candidature for a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council for the term 2017 to 2018, and a member of the Human Rights Council for the second term in 2015 and 2017. Secondly, as a medium-sized developing country, we know full well that the complexity of challenges faced by developing countries in pursuing sustainable development, enhancing respect for human rights, while addressing both traditional and emerging security threats. We also understand the linkage between this issue and the fact that we cannot tackle each one of them on our own or in isolation. If we elected into the UNSC and the HRC, Thailand stands ready to act as a bridge for the partnership between the member and non-member, developed and developing countries, as well as between Asia and the rest of the world on global issues and common concern. Excellency, distinguished delegates, I am confident that the 69th session of the UN ESCAP will be fruitful, and may I wish you very success in your work. I hereby declare open the 69th session of the Commission. Thank you.